feel that you got this job by luck? Do you feel your boss will get to know about your weaknesses? Do you feel like not accepting the accomplishments at work? Do you think that your colleagues do much better than you? And do you double check your work most of the time? If the answer is yes for all of these things, you might have imposter syndrome. Now, what is imposter syndrome? Have you heard about it? You have not heard about it? Doesn't matter. There is a thing called imposter syndrome. Right now, it's pretty common in most of the working professionals. So let's understand what is imposter syndrome. According to textbook, imposter syndrome is nothing but a recurring emotional experience of having these things on a daily basis, assuming that you're not right, or you don't deserve a success, or you're doing too many mistakes, or you're shy, you might not have this skill, or you got this job by luck and somehow somebody will get to know about it and you get exposed one day, and all of these thoughts. This is called imposter syndrome. Everybody goes through it. In fact, I personally have imposter syndrome in so many different areas of my life, right? So if you have these feelings, if you think that you have imposter syndrome, no, you're not alone. That's absolutely fine. Don't worry about it. And I'll tell you one fun fact. 70% of the adults who are working right now has imposter syndrome. And I'll tell you another best news. Most of the time, high achievers and talented people would have imposter syndrome because we strive for perfection. And when I said we, even I go through imposter syndrome in different areas of it. And I figured out that I have imposter syndrome, and I've read about it, I've studied about it, and I've worked on it. And I was able to overcome my own imposter syndromes. For example, double checking my task at work too many times, thinking that I did some mistake, my numbers are wrong, and all of those things. So, those are the small things, but there are different areas, different syndromes and whatnot. So I've given you examples. If you feel that you have some sort of symptoms, identify that this is imposter syndrome. So that's absolutely fine. And best part is, think that you're a high achiever, so that's why you have this imposter syndrome. So now let's talk about how to overcome. So there are some tools, there are some ways you can overcome. So don't worry about it. Last thing, stop comparing yourself with the wrong people. For example, let's say I just got started in a job and I'm 1 month in the company, and I saw somebody, I'm working with somebody who has 4 years experience in the same company, in the same role. And I get overwhelmed by the speed they do, the efficiency they do, and the accuracy they do, the skill they have, thinking that, oh man, I don't think I can do something like this. Dude, hold on, don't compare yourself too quick, because that person who's showing you has 4 years of experience, but you just got started in the job for 1 month, and you can't think that, okay, they know better and how can I do it. Don't do that. Stop comparing. Collect the facts. So as I told you, you're just 1 month in the company, and that person would have been in that company for 4 years. So now don't draw conclusions that, like, man, I don't know whether I can do like them because they have better skill and whatnot. So comparing. So now collect the facts and tell yourself that they're 4 years in that role and I'm just 1 month in the role, and just I have room to learn. And avoid negative thoughts. Every time an imposter syndrome comes in, tell yourself that, hey, it's a psychological occurring. It's okay. It's natural. You don't have to worry about it, and just ignore the thought or kill the thought, and just tell yourself that you're awesome and rewrite that thought. Last but not least, guys, most of the time, people who are the most talented and hardworking and most recognized in a company has more imposter syndrome. So that means sometimes they would be faking as well, saying that, okay man, I'm all perfect, but internally I know that I have some room to improve and I'm not really confident and whatnot. But the best part is, treat confidence as a skill. Most of the people who have imposter syndrome would have some sort of fake confidence, and tell yourself that, hey, that's a skill. I learned it, how to be confident in front of people, and I'm gonna make them. I hope this was helpful, and share it with your friends. And last, if you have overcome your imposter syndrome, or if you want to give a tip for other people to overcome imposter syndrome, please leave your thoughts in the comment section. I would love to know about it.